My name is John Crichton. I'm lost. An astronaut shot through a wormhole in some distant part of the universe. I'm trying to stay alive. Aboard this ship of escaped prisoners, my friends.
Well, hello everyone. This is a very special video I'm doing at the request of Andrew. We all know him as Andrew Bellina. I just recently found out that he is a fellow scaper. Those of you that do not know what that term is or what that means, you're about ready to find out. And those that do know what it means, and maybe you are scapers as well, are about ready to see my collection. So to start it off, I just want to show these real quick. Andrew, do these look familiar? Yeah, I even have those in my car. I'll explain what they are later. But first, and I also have some other things that I'll show in a little bit. But first, let's begin with the collection. Here is my complete Season 1. This is the original box set. And like I said, a scaper is someone who likes and loves the series FARSCAPE. It is now discontinued, no longer is on television, aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. I can't remember the exact date, but it came to a very abrupt conclusion that caused a worldwide uproar where petitions were signed in practically every single country that had people watching this all over the world. In fact, even soldiers over in Saudi Arabia and everything, our soldiers were petitioning that they did not like the way that the series was ended and it was just taken off air. The reason behind that, it was too much cost to continue because the special effects and everything were that good. They were top notch. This is an Australian series. God, I wish I could remember the date. Anyways, this is the complete first season. It all revolves around this individual. There's a picture of him. Character is John Crichton, played by Ben Browder. He's an American, and he was an astronaut that was trying to prove a theory. He created this space module called the FARSCAPE module, which I don't have a picture of that right now. Let me take some of these discs out, DVDs out, so you can possibly see this. Anyways, he created the FARSCAPE module. The FARSCAPE module was a spacecraft that, here it is, okay, there it is, spacecraft that he was going to use to fly around the Earth using the Earth's gravitational forces, prove that faster than light travel was possible. Something happened. He ended up getting shot through a wormhole into another universe, which now gets known as the FARSCAPE universe, though the original FARSCAPE is right there, that craft that he named the FARSCAPE 1 and is a FARSCAPE module. So he gets shot into this other universe. It's not an alternate universe, it is just another one farther away. It can only be gotten there by wormhole technology, which I'll get into that also. So anyways, he goes over there and gets caught up in this conflict where there are these ships, and they are known as Leviathans. And Leviathans, which is the only picture I have right now, because I have other pictures, but I don't want to get into those series and anything yet. But Leviathans, right there, are living ships that you can travel around in the universe in. And then there's this race of people that are in charge, that use them as prison transports. Those are called peacekeepers, and that's her. This is Aaron's son, played by beautiful Claudia Black, and I had mentioned her, and that was one of the main reasons that I saw the movie Pitch Black, was because she was in it. And Andrew took note and noticed that I mentioned her in FARSCAPE, and that's how he requested that I do this video on FARSCAPE. So anyways, John Crichton, his unarmed FARSCAPE module runs into a ship like this. It's called a Prowler. It's a fast attack craft. And inside that Prowler was the brother of this man, who's Captain Crace. He's a peacekeeper. They look like humans. They talk like us, but they're different. Okay, they have a different biology that, you know, they're aliens. But they're the closest to humans that we are. The only human in that universe is that man, John Crichton. So anyways, he comes into this. There's the prisoners that are trying to escape. You have Dargo, Zahn. There's Pilot of Moya. And then you have Rigel. This is a Jim Henson production. Yes, The Muppets. But it is not kid-related in any way, shape, or form. There is sex, there's violence, there's all kinds of stuff. Just craziness. Really awesome series. Here's a better picture of Dargo and Zahn. They're prisoners on this ship who escaped, and now they're taking Moya and trying to escape from peacekeeper custody. So that's season 1. And this box set, when I first got it, cost me $110 just for season 1, people. Yeah, it was crazy, but I had to have it. Then season 2 came out, and this is the last time I believe that a box set this big. There might have been a season 3 box set, but at least I never saw it in my area. So anyways, here we have one of my favorite characters, Scorpius, who is part Scaran. It's like a lizard-type alien race, and Peacekeeper. And very interesting. You really need to see the series to find out. But he is the epitome of evil. And he is after John Crichton because he believes John Crichton holds the secret to wormholes. And with a wormhole, the Scarans can actually go and conquer new places faster because they can send whole fleets into an area and destroy or take over that entire area. Same with the Peacekeepers. The Peacekeepers now find out that because that's how he traveled to their universe, they believe he also holds the key. Christ is after him because of revenge. He killed his brother. Even though it was a complete accident, he blames him. So, and then Chiana, who is just played by the beautiful Gigi Edgley, she is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. She comes in later into the series. But this is season 2. And I have the complete season 3. Oops. And as I said, I'm dropping stuff. It's just slick on the floor. This is... I had to purchase these individually. They didn't come in the big box sets like the first 2 seasons. They started releasing these just individually. But they're the same big clunky things, and still cost me a pretty penny when they came out. I'm not really going to talk too much about this guy. To me, he was the weakest link in the whole entire series. But you know what? He played an important role. Just watch the series, you know, whatever. Then the final season, which is season 4, which by far is the darkest and most intriguing of them all, I once again bought individually. Really great character development. I mean, wonderful character development. There's Rigel. Like I said, he is a Muppet. Before I go any further, let me try to find it. I have my middle son. His name is Talon. And, of course, it's not here. Maybe I'll find it in this one later on. Okay. But my middle son's name is Talon. And he was named after... Moya had a son. She gave birth. Like I said, Moya was the prison ship that everyone traveled around the universe and ran away from this guy and the Peacekeepers. But Moya was the prison vessel that her only capability or defense mechanism was a thing called Starburst, where she actually goes faster than light in a blink of an eye and travels from one spot to another. She gave birth to a ship, and here it is. There he is, right there. I mean, that's what Moya looks like, if you can see that. And I don't have, well, I will show it on the next one. Anyways, she gave birth to the first and only Leviathan, that's what these creatures are called, Leviathan gunship, named Talon, who Aaron's son named him Talon after her father. But he is a young Leviathan that is the first of his kind to have guns or weaponry of any kind. Not only does he have weapons, but he can also starburst too. And he throws temper tantrums like a little kid. You tell him no, he wants to know why. I mean, they don't talk to you, okay? They use their pilots. They have pilots inside of them that are surgically grafted into them. The peacekeepers found out how to do it. But they surgically graft these pilots into the Leviathans to help control them. And that's who they talk through. And so the pilots talk to the crews and everything. They do not have maintenance workers. I mean, they have people that work on the stuff that's added to them later. But Leviathans create these creatures called DRDs, Diagnostic Repair Droids. And they create these little things that go around and repair them. So they fix all the systems and everything that are naturally organic inside of Leviathans. This is the final season, and the series, when it ended with "to be continued." Caused such an uproar that all over the world, like I mentioned before, that they actually came back and made a movie, Peacekeeper Wars. And this is the conclusion of the entire series. This is what season 5 was supposed to include. And it's put out by Hallmark Entertainment. The only complaint I have is the voice for Pilot is different. They altered it. That's that one. Now, I did go out and I double dipped because I got the same thing but in a smaller set. And here it is. FARSCAPE, the complete series in a smaller set. There is an example of Starburst. That is Moya coming out of Starburst. Okay? Like I said, the special effects, people, on this series was just incredible. Excuse me. And I'll pull these out. So I went from the huge box set to just these little discs right here. So there's series 1. And I got this because of the amount of extras that it came with. It came with some different extras than was on the other series. Season 2, that's Zahn. Season 3, that's Dargo cover. Season 4, that's Aaron's son. She's a peacekeeper, and she's wanted because she accidentally makes the mistake and stands up for John Crichton in the beginning, and so she's considered a traitor and an outcast. And there's Rigel, the Muppet, or the puppet that is on the series. But this is the final disc, the archives, that has all the extras, just everything, from the special documentaries to all kinds of neat stuff. So, and those of you that are familiar with the Road Warrior, remember the lady that was killed on the top of the truck on the tanker? That was Virginia Hay, and that is her, right there. Virginia Hay plays Zahn. Real quick, before I run out of time, Andrew, I want to show you this. Here is my little collection of Scorpius figures. There he is in all his glory of what we normally see him in his special temperature control suit, because he is part Scarran. And there he is from John Crichton's hallucinatory stage. Remember when, well, never mind. I'm not going to mention it. Andrew, if you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's the martini glass right there. And not the martini. Sorry, margarita. See, there's margarita with the thing, the umbrella. So, I had to have it. I wish I would have gotten the other ones. Ran out of money, so could not get the John Crichton figures or the Chiana figures or the Dargo or anything like that. Still looking for them, but that's it. Hope you enjoyed this, and please, people, go out, rent the series. Well worth it. Later.
But then you'll never know the wonders I've seen.